Okay, sorry for the lack of a voice. I know you like to hear my voice during the games, but weren't able to put the microphone. But now we'll just have a quick look at the deck and we'll explain how it's meant to work. This is Elemental Mage, as you can see, and the idea is basically a one or two, because there's two copies of Grand Finale. But it's basically a one-dimensional single win condition, which is get Grand Finale down as soon as possible before he can deal with it. They slow him down with things like watch posts, cult neophyte, like you saw in the last game. The rest is basically card draw. Star Scry is nice because it draws spells. We don't have that many spells. We've only got Grand Finale and where's the other one? Hot Streak. So the idea is that there's a very interesting interaction here, which makes this deck possible. And what you saw in the game is that Grand Finale is actually a fire spell, interestingly enough, which means in turn 6 or possibly turn 5, if you've got coin, play a Hot Streak. Okay, which makes the next fire spell this turn cost 2 less. Then play Grand Finale. So that means you've got to set up your turns. So on turns, let's say turn 6. So your turn 5 play is going to play as many elements as you can, and you can do that with Kindling Elemental, which is very efficient. It reduces the cost. We've got cheap elementals with this 1 cost elemental here. So you've got 4 1 cost elementals. Well, this pays for itself really. Then you've got Confection Cyclone, as you saw in the game. It's a very cheap, fantastic board piling on sort of elemental. We've also got Grey Worm, neutral. If you have a look at the sort of elementals which you got, you look in Mage, basically you've got this. This unfortunately doesn't reduce less than 1, otherwise it could be good with this. Get 2, 3, 1, 2 sugar elementals. Otherwise the elementals are just too expensive. I'm looking standard. Only got 2 elementals which cost 1. This is already going to be a bit expensive. This could do some extra damage. So basically that's the idea. You just play all your elementals turn 5, as many as you can. The thing about this deck is you got to hope they clear it off if you don't have a broom, because the idea is you play the animated broomstick to kill off your elementals. Otherwise, as you saw in that game, I was at risk. If you wouldn't have cleared the board, my 5 elementals would not have been able to come down. Was it 5 or 6? I can't remember. Anyway, so that's the idea. Basically, you try drawing as much as you can the first 4 turns. Turn 5, play as many elementals as you can, and hopefully turn 6 you play Hot Streak into Grand Finale, which can summon you usually at least 4 elementals, which is enough for lethal next turn, but very often 5 or 6 elementals. And then you've got battlemaster to finish off the game, which you saw there was unnecessarily but very good for the BM, which was nice. Okay, especially against those obnoxious quest mages. I hope I'm not going to get any unsubscribers after insulting the holy quest mage, but I absolutely hate that deck. It is just so, with warlock, quest warlock, it's a what's it called, it's a solitaire deck, but at least it's got a weakness. Yeah, he does self damage, so if you can time your burst damage, you can burst him down or put him so low that he can't afford to self damage. But with Mage, there's 0 drawback of this deck. It stops you playing minions, because otherwise he completes quests very quickly using his frost spells. Got ridiculous card, cost reduction. It's got amazing card draw, and then you've got the spell damage on top of the quest. The quest is very easy to complete, and then you've got infinite damage because you've got and you never fatigue because of Ignite. So Yes, it's very nice to get one over on those obnoxious spell mages, even though technically it's not a very, very strong deck, but it's just horrible playing against it. Anyway, yeah, might even quit Hearthstone if they don't do something about it. It's just getting so frustrating. And also, like the duels rewards and the arena rewards, I think they've changed them. They don't get so much gold now, which is really dodgy. I don't know why they did that. I had a 5-win run, and I only got 50 gold, and that's how much gold you get for 3 wins. So, and because I got dust instead, which is useless if you're trying to go infinite. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this deck, Elemental Mage. It does work in ranked, but not consistently enough to climb with. It's enough to keep you sort of like 50%ish, maybe slightly, I would say probably slightly less. But it's definitely a fun deck, and it's nice to, you know, if you've gotten just messing around, to try out this deck and to try getting those amazing 8/8s, you know, which Quest Warlock tries so hard to get those flesh giants down on them. We just do like a whole bunch of them in one go, so that's really nice. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.